How's it going, guys? It's Brad C at a WWE Smackdown review from September 18th. The 996th episode of Smackdown. Only 4 more weeks until Smackdown episode 1000. But yeah, how about we get right into it? So Smackdown starts off with a Miz TV segment. Of course, Miz and Maurice talking about their win over Daniel Bryan at Hell in a Cell, and Brie Bella, I forgot about her too, in the mixed tag team match at Hell in a Cell. Of course, Miz saying he will beat Daniel Bryan again when they meet at the Super Showdown event in Australia for the right to challenge the WWE Champion, whoever that may be. Then Maurice will announce that this would be her final night on SmackDown, at least for now. The maternity thing, because so it looks like Maurice wasn't really good to go on the maternity thing. That's why really Maurice hasn't had many highlights in her matches. And the It Couple would insult Brie for only marrying Daniel for publicity. Then Miz would call out Daniel Bryan for a fight right now. So Daniel Bryan comes out, and Daniel says that Miz could talk about their issues all he wants, but he best not talk about Brie. And then the brawl ensues. Daniel would get the upper hand with some big strikes. During the midst of it, Daniel would hit a drop kick that would knock the Miz right to Maurice, then Maurice would go down. Some EMTs would come out and Miz would tend to Maurice. Daniel would try to assist the EMTs. And then Maurice starts to laugh and stand up, so she was okay. Because Maurice was clutching her stomach, because of course the maternity thing, because it was like, what, 5-6 months maybe since Maurice just gave birth to Monroe Sky. So yeah, that's why I always questioned if she was still good to go. So then Miz attempted to attack Daniel from behind. Daniel would block an attempt at the skull-crushing finale from the Miz. Maurice would then grab Daniel's hair from the apron to allow Miz to charge at Daniel. Daniel would sidestep the Miz, and Miz would bump into Maurice again. Maurice would fall to the outside the ring onto the floor. Then Daniel would clothesline the Miz out of the ring, and Daniel was standing tall. So Daniel gets the advantage here. So continuing on, next up we get a one-on-one match. We get Cesaro versus New Day's Kofi Kingston. And of course that WWE Super Showdown, that house show event. The New Day defense against the Bar, Sheamus, and Cesaro. So to the match itself. Highlights of the match. Cesaro's Boston Crab was good. Cesaro's uppercuts were always good, on point. Kofi's dropkick was well executed along with his bicycle kick. Cesaro's dropkick to Kofi while Kofi was on the top rope was well executed. Good job. Kofi's diving DDT was also well executed along with his front flip dive. Kofi's SOS was good. Match ending, Cesaro would hit the neutralizer. Been a while since we've seen that move. Cesaro gets the 3 count for the win. So the Bar gets momentum heading to Super Showdown. So then next up, we get a title match for the United States Championship. Shinsuke Nakamura defends against Rusev. Highlights of the match. Shinsuke's knees and kicks were always good. Rusev's overhead belly to belly was good. Shinsuke's drop kick was also good, along with Rusev's body slam. Rusev's spin kick was good, along with Shinsuke's diving knee. Rusev's macho kick was well executed, on point, good job. So match ending as Rusev's looking to go for the accolade. Aiden English would get on the apron with a microphone and yell, "Rusev, crush," like Lana. No, Aiden, no. You cannot do that better than Lana. Lana does that better than you. Don't do that. But during all that, Shinsuke would take advantage of the distraction by hitting Rusev with a roll up to get the 3 count for the win to retain the United States Championship. So then after the match, Aiden English would get in the ring and Aiden would attack Rusev with multiple microphone strikes for post-match assault. And English would then end it by saying, "Happy Rusev Day," before leaving the ring. So next up, we get a one-on-one match. We get AJ Styles, WWE Champion AJ Styles versus Andrade Cien Almas. Before the match, while AJ was doing his pose in the ring, Andrade would attack AJ from behind for a pre-match assault. But to the match itself, highlights of the match. Almost big boot was good. Almost backbreaker was also good. AJ's spinning DDT was well executed. AJ's fireman's carry into a neckbreaker was good. AJ splash in the corner was good. AJ's flying forearm was good. Almost stomp on the apron was good. AJ's sliding knee was good. Almost missile drop kick was well executed, along with his double knees in the corner. Match ending, AJ would counter the hammerlock DDT with a Styles Clash. AJ gets the 3 count for the win. But after the match, Samoa Joe would come out from the crowd and attack AJ for post-match assault. The brawl would spill outside the ring. AJ would get the upper hand and fight back, and then Joe will retreat through the crowd. Of course, AJ and Samoa Joe are facing each other at Super Showdown in a no DQ, no countout match, where there must be a winner. But yeah, continuing on, next up, we get a women's match. We get Asuka versus Billie Kay. One highlight in this entire match, that was Billy's big boot. And like after that big boot, Asuka would then counter and lock in the Asuka lock on Billie Kay for the submission victory. Like this was pretty much a squash match. Nothing really happened in this match, which is disappointing. That's gonna take some points off this episode. But yeah, finally, and that was the main event match, which is really disappointing. But don't worry, the show ain't over yet. So next up, we get our final segment of the show, Becky Lynch's Championship Coronation. So Becky comes out with SmackDown General Manager Paige in the ring to unveil the SmackDown Women's Championship with Becky Lynch's side plates in the title now, to signal that it's her title. So then Becky says she promises to beat a star SmackDown now that she is champion, and then dismisses Paige from the ring. And then Becky calls out Charlotte Flair. So Charlotte comes out. Charlotte, of course, congratulating Becky on being the better wrestler Sunday at Hell in a Cell. Becky would decline that and degrade Charlotte. And then Becky demanded that Charlotte raise her hand in victory. Charlotte declined that along with the man to put the title around Becky's waist. And then Charlotte would decline calling Becky the Queen. And then after Charlotte declined that, then Becky would call Charlotte a bitch. And then that would prompt Charlotte to attack Becky to start a brawl. It would spill outside the ring. Becky would get the upper hand by throwing Charlotte over the announce table. Then Becky would throw Charlotte back in the ring and lock in the disarmer on Charlotte. And then once Becky let go, she would grab Charlotte and hit her with the Bexploder to finish the brawl. Becky Lynch stands tall. That's how we end SmackDown. And it was a pretty meh episode. Pretty meh. Like, the squash match main event's gonna take some points off. But, it's a lot better than Raw, that was for sure. So for this one, I'm gonna say 4 out of 10 my final rating. 4 out of 10. Better show than Raw this week. Of course, we're looking more forward to NXT, the big champion versus champion match between Ricochet and Pete Dunne. But yeah. And of course, we'd also find out that Clash of Champions is no longer a pay-per-view. The final pay-per-view of the year is now TLC again. That will be in December in San Jose. So yeah, around then, that will be when I review my WWE picks I made back at the start of the year. And we're going to see how many I got wrong. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Hope everyone has a great day, and yeah, peace out.